Go outside tonight and look up. Every dot you see is a star. Well, there are no stars in my sky tonight, but imagine it. Like this, and almost all of them have planets. But here's the thing nobody tells you. What you see in the sky is less than 1 millionth of what is actually out there. Hey, welcome to the channel. This is my first video, so I'm glad you're here. Today we're gonna take a trip. We start on Earth and we keep going further and further out until we reach the edge of what we can see. I promise, by the end of this, your brain will feel a little different. So let's get into it. This is Earth, your home. Every person you've ever known lives here. Every war, every song, every memory, all on this one rock. And it feels huge when you're on it. Now move away from Earth a little. And there is the moon, about 384,000 kilometers away. Sounds far, but light from the moon reaches your eyes in just 1/3 seconds. So when you look at it tonight, you're actually seeing its light in the past. To give you an idea of how empty the space between us and the moon really is, the gap between Earth and the moon is so big you could fit every other planet in our solar system inside it. Mercury, Venus, Mars, Jupiter, Saturn, Uranus, Neptune, all of them side by side, in the gap, with room left over. Keep going, there's the sun, 150 million kilometers from us. By volume, you could fit about 1.3 million Earths inside it. And honestly, our sun is nothing special. It's pretty average as stars go. The sunlight on your face right now is about 8 minutes and 20 seconds old. It left the sun before you even pressed play on this video. If the sun blinked out of existence this second, you wouldn't find for over 8 full minutes. You would be just sitting there, in the dark, with no idea. 8 planets orbit around the sun. Neptune is so far out that sunlight needs over 4 hours to get there. And our whole solar system, the sun and everything in it, is about to look like nothing. We have actually tried to leave. Back in 1977, we launched a probe called Voyager 1. Almost 50 years later, it's still flying, and it's now the farthest object humans have ever sent into space. As of this year, it's so far away that the radio signal from Earth takes almost a full day just to reach it. And yet, on the scale of what's coming next, Voyager has barely left the driveway. Leave the solar system behind. And this is where it stops making sense. The next closest star to us is Proxima Centauri, 4.2 light years away. Meaning light, the fastest thing there is, needs over 4 years to get here. And just so a light year really lands, it's not measure of time, it's distance. 1 light year is about 9.5 trillion kilometers, so that 4.2 light years to Proxima works out to roughly 40 trillion kilometers from your front door. Now here is the kicker. The fastest spacecraft humanity has ever built is the Parker Solar Probe. If you pointed it at Proxima Centauri and just let it fly, it will still take around 7,000 years to arrive. 7,000 years to reach the closest star, the next one over. And our galaxy has hundreds of billions of stars. This is our galaxy, the Milky Way. Somewhere between 100 and 400 billion stars live in it. And here's what's wild. Most of those stars have planets going around them. So in our galaxy alone, there are probably trillions of worlds. Some of them rocky, some of them with oceans, some of them maybe with something looking big. The Milky Way is around 100,000 light years across, travel at the speed of light, which is the universal speed limit, and it still takes you 100,000 years just to cross our own galaxy. And where are we in this thing? Now very important. We are not in the middle. We are not on the edge. We are a dot, somewhere on one of the spiral arms, going for the right. And here's something that ties back to the start of this video. Remember, all those stars you saw when you looked up? Every single one of them is inside this galaxy. In fact, almost all of them sit within just a few thousand light years of us, a tiny bubble in one corner of the Milky Way. With your eyes alone, you have never once seen a single star from another galaxy. They're simply too far away. But the Milky Way is just one galaxy, and this is where you should probably sit down. Meet Andromeda, our closest big neighbor. Looks a lot like our galaxy, just a bit bigger. It sits 2.5 million light years away from us. Think about what that means. The light hitting your eyes from Andromeda right now started traveling before modern humans existed on Earth, 2.5 million years ago. When you look at Andromeda through a telescope, you're literally looking into the past. Also, fun fact, Andromeda is heading our way, right now, at around 400,000 kilometers per hour. For a long time, scientists were sure our two galaxies would slam into each other in about 4 to 5 billion years. But new research from 2025 actually changed the story. With better data from the Hubble and Gaia space telescopes, it now looks more like a coin flip. Maybe we collide, maybe we miss. Either way, by that point, the sun will be dying. So we probably won't be around to see how it ends. Together with around 80 smaller galaxies, Andromeda and the Milky Way form what astronomers call the local group. That's our neighborhood, and we have not even started yet. Go further out. Our local group sits inside something bigger, called the Virgo supercluster. And that supercluster is part of something even bigger, called Laniakea. Around 100,000 galaxies in there. Laniakea is a Hawaiian word. It means immeasurable heaven. And the name fits because it stretches more than 500 million light years across. So here is your full cosmic address. Earth, the solar system, the Milky Way, the local group, and the Laniakea. Now here is where it gets a bit strange. From far enough away, galaxies stop looking like separate things. They start forming long strings and walls, with huge empty voids between them. Scientists call this the cosmic web. Seen from a distance, the universe looks almost like a brain. Threads connecting clusters, connecting more clusters. We are sitting on one of those threads, and the strangest part is how empty all of it is. Those glowing threads of galaxies are the exception, not the rule. Most of the universe is vast, dark, almost perfectly empty space. The void sitting between the threads. Drop a ship into one of them and you could travel for hundreds of millions of years without passing a single galaxy. And now we hit the wall. Not a real wall, just a limit of what we can see. The observable universe is around 93 billion light years across. Inside it, around 200 billion galaxies, each one with hundreds of billions of stars. The numbers stop meaning anything at this point. You can't picture it. Nobody can. To turn 200 billion galaxies into something you can almost grip, try this. There are more stars in the observable universe than there are grains of sand on every beach and in every desert on Earth, combined. Not one beach. All of them. Every grain. Everywhere. And here's the part that gets me every time. This is just what we can see. The actual universe might be way bigger. It might even be infinite. We don't know. We probably never will. Anything beyond this point is hidden from us forever, because the universe itself is expanding faster than the light from those places can ever reach us. So that's the trip, from your house to the edge of everything. One person, on one planet, around one normal star, in one galaxy, in a universe too big to even measure. Most people say this makes them feel small. I think it's the opposite. We're tiny. We live for almost no time at all. And somehow, we still figured all of this out from one little rock. That's kind of incredible.